Have you ever felt stuck trying to figure out your niche? Like you're putting yourself in a box, or you need to find a particular audience to build your brand around? What if I told you the secret to finding your niche isn't narrowing yourself down? It's embracing everything that makes you unique. Or put simply, what if I told you your niche isn't out there, it's you? You are the niche. You see, you don't have to change who you are to compete in a crowded space or become somebody else. The best thing you can do is lean in to what makes you you, especially right now. In this video, I'm helping you see how your unique life experiences and perspective are the foundation for you coming up with a successful niche. And the great thing about this approach is not only do you get a niche, but it sets you apart. It sets you apart in a way that others can't copy you. There's this idea called blue ocean strategy, and it's all about creating your own space instead of competing in a crowded red ocean where everyone's fighting for attention. You only have to think about what makes you different and what's the thing only you can bring to the table. So for me, one of the things that makes me different is my age, which gives me a unique perspective on growing business online, because I didn't grow up with smartphones and I didn't grow up with all the tech that's available now. And the biggest hurdle was I did not know how to sit in front of a camera because I have not taken 25,000 selfies of myself. I guess selfies myself. And so I didn't know how to be comfortable in front of a camera. Some things that are second nature to people now just weren't available when I was growing up. And just to prove a point, comment below, give me your age range and how fast you can text on a phone. Seriously, I really would love to know. So what I've done is I've learned to take my knowledge and grow a business online, even as someone who didn't grow up with these tools. My unique perspective, not growing up when the tools existed, helps me break it down in a way that makes it make sense for others like me. This is my blue ocean. And it's not about saying something no one else has said. It's saying it in a way that's unique and clicks for your audience. Your skills, your experience, and your perspective, that's your niche. And when you embrace that, it not only simplifies everything, but it also makes your brand magnetic to the people who need you the most. When I first started creating content, I kept talking about digital marketing, how to do digital marketing, but that information was all over the place. And so I was just having a hard time gaining traction. I started overthinking everything I did, and then content creation became excruciating painful. It wasn't until I stopped looking outward and started focusing on what I brought to the table, my unique experience and perspective. That's when things started to click. I totally believe everyone should be using video to their full advantage. But one of the things that most people struggle with is just hitting record, getting out there in front of the camera. So I started talking about my struggles with getting in front of the camera and camera confidence and all those things. And it made me real. People started connecting with me because my content was real. It was me. And that on itself is scary. But that's what helps you get connections. So how do you lean into the idea that you are the niche? Embrace your expertise. Think about what you already do now well. You don't have to be an expert on everything. Just focus on what you do know and how it helps others. Share your perspective. Your way of explaining or solving things is what sets you apart. Lean into your quirks, your style, and your personality. That's your superpower. Speak to your people. Don't try to speak to everyone. Talk to the people who need your approach and will understand your journey. That's where the connection happens. And stop comparing you to others. I know it's easy to look at other people and go, oh, I should be more like that. I should be more like that person. But again, your uniqueness is your strength. Lean into that. Instead of comparing yourself to others in a crowded space, think of blue ocean. Ask yourself, what's one thing I do in a way no one else is talking about? What's one way you've helped someone or solve the problem differently. That's where you'll find your niche. And you don't need to have everything figured out. Your niche can evolve over time. Start by sharing something simple that you know and pay attention to how your audience reacts. The more you share, the more clarity you'll get. And here's a quick exercise to get you started. 1, write down 10 things you're really good at. These can be skills, talents, experiences you've built over the years, or even things that people often come to you for advice. Next, write down 10 things you love to do. These are those things that you just get lost in them. They just light you up. You do them for free because you just enjoy them so much. And you don't want to overthink it. You just want to let those ideas flow. And now you're going to compare your two lists. Are there overlaps? Or maybe you notice patterns, things that could work well together. Those overlaps and patterns are the start of your niche. From the overlap, pick the top 4 things that are most meaningful to you and make you the most excited. Now, here's the thing. You might assume that what you know isn't special because it comes so naturally to you, but that's exactly what makes it valuable to somebody else. For example, something like organizing your time, might be something you do easy peasy, but for someone else, they could really struggle with it. So when you see those patterns, you'll realize your niche has been there all along because it's you. And just on the other side, I want to be clear, figuring out your niche is just the starting point. It is the foundation. Growing an online business using video especially comes with a ton of other stuff, all doable, but it does come with other stuff. But none of that will work if you don't know what makes you stand out. When you get this figured out, everything else, your content strategy, how you connect with your audience, and even how you sell starts to fall in place. But the key is to start, because nothing happens until you take the first step. And if you're feeling stuck, I offer a free discovery call. The link is in the video description, and we chat. That's what we do. We chat. I don't sell you anything. I find out what's your obstacle or your struggle, and I help you with it. And just for full transparency, I also get something out of this call because I get to find out what people are struggling with, and it helps me make more content, create more resources for my YouTube channel and my clients. So if you're ready to take the next step, make sure to watch my next video. Remember, your niche isn't something you need to find. It's already in you. When you focus on your strengths, you'll naturally attract the people who need what you have to offer. Thanks for watching, and here's to growing your channel.